Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, Blue Marble Riders. This is my first vlog in a very long time, and for that, apologies. But, well, it was a deliberate thing. My life has changed a fair bit for the good. I took some time with my wife to have some fun, go to places I've always wanted to go to, the Lake District in England, northern Italy, do lots of bike-related stuff, go to Mandello del Lario. Wow, more on that in a little bit. I'll make a video on it. I'm not going to really reveal too much about it except to say it blew me away. And the Stelvio, which I've always wanted to do, and I've got a video on that as well. I've had a life change, which means I've retired, and now I have more time to do the things I want. It is absolutely amazing. I cannot believe the freedom I've had. I've been working all my life, Monday to Friday, and I've never really had time to call my own. And now I've got that time, and I'm doing all those things that I've put off, and I'm doing them, more slowly and more carefully, more enjoyably. And it doesn't matter whether it's yard work or going a ride on a motorbike or linking up with friends. I've got more time to do it, and I've never had that before in my life. So yeah, well done me. I'm going to clap me on the back for making that decision. It's the best thing I've done. I've been off now for 2-3 months, and I've really enjoyed it so far. I've got so many things on the boil. I'm not one of those guys that is ever going to be bored. So yes, the Stelvio Mandello del Lario videos coming on those. This is really just a vlog to get you caught up with all the sorts of different things that are going on. And so before I get on to the Moto Guzzi Griso, because some of you will be really happy I'm riding the Z900 RS, and I'm really happy to be riding this as well. It's a dream bike, absolutely gorgeous. Just spent the last hour cleaning it, totally enjoyed that. So yes, there have been questions about me, questions about motorcycles, and questions about one motorcycle in particular, the Moto Guzzi Griso. A lot of Griso owners concerned about the story I told last time about parts and was I going to get my bike back and all of that. Well, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. Good news is, yes, overall the bike will be coming back. And the bad news is, well, you just kind of heard it, will be coming back. As I said, I went to Mandello del Lario, and I wish I'd picked a few parts up, because I frankly it would have been quicker. But the Moto Guzzi, as you all know, went down on its left side, and that engendered a lot of left side engine issues, including the cylinder head. And I got the last one from the factory, not because I went to the factory, but it was actually en route before I got there. Unfortunately, the guys at the factory didn't pack it that well, or the people transporting it threw it around something fierce, and the cylinder head damaged the gasket. And to their credit, my local Moto Guzzi dealer, Ignition, said, you know, we could have put it on, but we really don't feel comfortable putting this on. We are ordering another one. They've got my Guzzi still down at Ignition. It's been since June 16th. I'm being patient. I'm hoping to have better news for you soon. Maybe, you never know, within the next few weeks I might be on her. I would love it if I could be. Moving on, I got a question. Someone said to me, I really want a Moto Guzzi Griso, should I buy one? My concern is I don't wrench at all, and I live nowhere near a dealer. And what are parts like? Well, you can imagine, given my experience, the experience that I've had, parts have not been something that has been good news for me. And so I told him, I said, parts are getting more and more difficult to get. If you don't wrench yourself, you're going to need a dealer. I think the question's out there somewhere. It's whether you can step up and make some life-changing decisions about wrenching, or get another bike, because as nice as it is, I can only see problems in your future unless you're deeply committed to learning how to wrench. Now, the bike itself my bike's never needed wrenching. I just do my own oil changes, and of course I've done a reflash and I've done the valves, but it's never really need anything serious. They're really robust bikes, but I don't want to speak out of turn for that person, so my advice was not to. Which segues nicely into the factory, and as I said, I'm going to release a video on that, so I'm not going to let too much information out about it, but I did get a private tour with a few other people around the museum and factory. What an experience that was. It was absolutely spectacular, and not only that, it gave me a real sense of how a family institution Moto Guzzi is. Everybody in Mandello del Lario, which is a little town on the east side of Lake Como in northern Italy, everybody in that town knows someone who works for Moto Guzzi. When you drive in there, there's a little wrought iron Moto Guzzi sign above the road, and when you get to the roundabout before you turn left or turn right, depending whether you're coming from north or south, you will see a Moto Guzzi V8 on the roundabout. And as you drive up, there's that famous red door. I'll probably include a picture or two, but this is not going to be the video. What staggered me was how unique and small the whole place is. How when I got there were only 3 people in the museum: the security guard, the museum guide who is a volunteer, and the guy at the tiny gift shop. Someone needs to tell Moto Guzzi how to market, because I mean, they barely have anything in the gift shop. A few t-shirts, a few sweatshirts, a mug or two, and bizarrely a piston. I think they were T3 pistons. I said, well, there are plenty of T3 owners out there who would love a piston. What are these for? And he said, well, these are just for you to put in your coffee table. Use as an ashtray, a cup holder, turn them upside down, engrave them, do what you like. He said, but we don't warranty them anymore. And I was staggered by that, but it just gives you a sense of how sort of, I don't know who makes those decisions, but it doesn't sound like a very corporate decision, does it? It sounds like a sort of individual on the production line decision. Oh, let's get rid of this box of pistons, stick them in here. Wonderful people, I can't say enough about them. They are so passionate about Moto Guzzi. The things I learned about Moto Guzzi, their history, how proud they are, all of that. Electric bike, he's run out. Poor guy. I would help him, but it's an electric bike. Oh dear. I'll move on from Mandello del Lario, except to say video coming. Very exciting. Loved it. Segueing into electric bikes. Here I go. You remember a while ago I said I was going to sell a bike to get another one? Well, I didn't do either, but I sort of did. I was going to put the V-Strom up for sale, and my wife, as I've probably told you before, convinced me not to sell it. And she was right. It's such a comfortable bike. It doesn't owe us anything, and the amount of money I would get for it is really not what I would need to replace it with. What I did do was pick up another bike, or bikes. It wasn't a motorbike. What it was an electric bicycle. And some of you are going to go, what? Heresy! And I'm going to defend myself here. So as you know, I've retired, and I decided, well, one of the things I'm going to have to do is stay fit. I ride a dirt bike, that takes a lot of energy, and I want to remain nimble. I want to remain fit enough to do the things I love. And so getting an electric mountain bike was the thing that I felt would really enable me to do that. I couldn't believe the cost. It's staggering how much those things cost. In fact, it was 2/3 the price of what I would have got for the V-Strom. And in fact, I got 2 of them, one for my wife as well, so we can go out and do things. And I've had so much fun on them. They are pretty incredible bits of kit, but nevertheless, I was staggered by the price of them. Yeah, it's got an eco mode, it's got a trail mode, and it's got a boost mode. I ride it on the eco mode, that's all I need. Already the mountain bike has made me a better berg rider, a better dirt rider. The strength in my legs has really helped. Weighting that outside peg and making sure that I've got the weight there, and cranking the bike over for extra grip around corners allows you to go a little quicker. guess something I didn't include was to thank all those people who got in contact with me about my shoulder and asking how I'm doing. I really appreciate it. I mean, I've never met you, and you take time out of your day to get on there, and the first thing you say to me is, I hope you're healing up well. I hope that you are feeling better than you did and that things are working out for you. In short, me and the Griso are sort of developing at the same speed. It's nearly ready, I'm nearly good, and I expect a lot more adventures this fall and this winter, I hope, as well. So thank you for asking. I really appreciate the concern, the questions, and I will of course be delivering more vlogs on a more regular basis now. I really do enjoy it, so look out for those. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, to ring that bell, and until the next one, this is the BlueMarbleRider out. Thank you for watching.